Hello, I'm attorney Jonathan Blecher. I'm a criminal defense lawyer based here in Miami, Florida, practicing primarily in the defense of DUI. When I tell people I'm a criminal defense attorney, the most common question is, what do I do if I'm ever stopped for DUI? Well, the first advice that I need to give somebody is, don't drive drunk. Get a designated driver or call a cab. Most restaurants and most businesses will call a taxi cab for you. It beats in the long run the expense and potential injury that could result from a DUI case. But in the event an individual is stopped for DUI, what do? Well, I advise people mostly be respectful to the officer, but say as little as possible. Anything that you say to the officer is going to somehow be twisted against you. If the officer asks you where you're coming from and you can't be immediately specific with where you were and where you were going and what time it is, the officer is going to translate that and twist that information into an accusation of DUI. Have your driver's license documents readily available somewhere in your car to defeat the potential of an officer saying the individual wasn't able to find his documents or fumbled through his wallet to find his driver's license and registration, or handed me a Target gift card instead of his driver's license. So you always want to have your documents readily available to challenge the ability of the officer to make that allegation against you. You do not have to perform physical sobriety tests at the roadside. If you've had something to drink, an officer gets you out of the car and he wants you to do physical sobriety tests, there's a 95% chance that you're going to be arrested for DUI. So why give the officer any more evidence against you? Anything that you do from this time forward is going to be used against you. No matter how well you think you've done on the physical sobriety tests, unless you're a ballet dancer, you're not going to complete the test according to the standards that this officer has set. The bar is raised very, very high. A 190 out of 200 is considered a failure for most police officers. Be respectful to the officer. Don't make any admissions or statements. Don't admit to how much you've had to drink or where you're going. You don't have to answer any of these questions. You don't have to perform the physical sobriety tests. You also don't have to take the breath test. If you do choose to refuse to submit to the breath test, the officer will suspend your operator's license to drive a motor vehicle for 1 year, but he can't put a gun to your head and force you to take it. For information about these and other topics, visit our website at DUILawDefense.com. I'm Jonathan Blecher.